Hi, welcome to another Power Blast podcast. Today we have a special guest on here, and you are going to want to stay tuned because she rocked it with this program. Hey everyone, Perry Tinsley here, creator of the Power Blast podcast, owner of PutYourselfFirst.com, and founder of Team Power Blast. I even have an ebook out there called My Fit Start at myfitstart.com. It's free. Go and download it. I have a special guest on here, and I'm just going to go into a gallery view so you can see her right now. Amber Todey is on. Yay! Welcome.
Hi.
And we have a special guest in Amber's lap. Who is this?
This is Isabel. She's also present during my entire journey, so, thought she should be here.
Isabel is well represented throughout this journey because I'm going to have Amber share her story. It revolves around our group that we used, the workout program called Hammer and Chisel. Amber absolutely rocked it, but she had kind of a unique set of circumstances, and I do want go ahead, Amber, just share that story.
Okay, well, Hammer and Chisel came out after I was already pregnant with my daughter, and I had already decided that I was going to do it as my recovery program, but the whole time that I was doing Max 30 and all the other cardio programs that I was doing at that time, I'm seeing all these people getting their killer results with Hammer and Chisel and talking about how much they love the workout and how it's so awesome, and I just kind of got tired of waiting. So after I finished Max 30, I went ahead. I was 6 months pregnant when I started Hammer and Chisel, and I did the full 60 days. Just as a disclaimer, I did check with my doctor first. I know that makes people nervous.
Good.
So if you're ever going to do anything like that, make sure that you do check in. But I got the okay to go ahead since I've been doing these programs for so long. And I did the full 60 days, and it was kind of weird because everybody's posting their before and afters, and they have all these really chiseled abs and like fabulous inches lost and stuff. And of course, I continued to gain like the entire time I did the program. And like it did not get easier for me like it does when you're normally doing a program. It just got harder and more awkward. But I really wanted to see it through because they say that if you take care of yourself while you're pregnant, it speeds up your recovery. Plus, it made me feel a lot more capable. It made me feel a lot less overwhelmed and stressed out. Because I knew that if I didn't show up and if I didn't keep working out while I was pregnant, that I might not get started back into it after I was done. And I didn't want to have to deal with that because I've started over enough times that I wasn't feeling that at all. So I did complete the entire program, and actually it really did affect my recovery quite a bit. Like my weight loss was really fast, and I wasn't uncomfortable. I wasn't sore or anything like that. Like 4 days after I had her, like I was ready to get back in it, but I had to wait like another 4 weeks or something. So that's kind of the basic experience there. But
That's so cool. So this is not your first child?
No, this is my fourth.
Okay, so other times you pregnant and then decided, okay, I'm going to get back into exercising, and
this was the first time that I worked out all the way through.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Every other time, it's true. You feel like crap when you first get pregnant, so it's really easy to just be like, I'm just going to wait until I'm done. But I've done that enough to know that that's a lot more work. It's a lot harder to get back into, and I had all these people that were super motivated and encouraged by what I was doing because I was pregnant. And so I didn't really feel pressured, but like I didn't want to disappoint or let anybody down or whatever, because obviously a big part of what we do is to get people to keep doing the things. And so, I wanted to keep doing that.
You were part of our group, and it was constantly, you were constantly showing the pregnancy photos as you were going along, but you were still getting defined in other areas.
I totally did.
And then when you showed your picture, I don't know how long after Isabel was born, but you showed some pictures like, oh my gosh, I'm really getting some faster results.
Right.
No doubt continued after Hammer and Chisel. And did you continue Hammer and Chisel after?
I finished Hammer and Chisel, and when I finished Hammer and Chisel, I did 4 weeks of Body Beast, And by then I was 9 months pregnant, and then we went on vacation for a week. And so then by the time I got back, I was ready to just like walk and do some easier things. But, you know,
Wow.
I kept it going as long as I could.
Yeah. Well, you really did. And so just for those of you out there that don't know about Hammer and Chisel, it is not a beginner program by any stretch of the imagination. You probably can go through and do some modified moves and work your way into it, but there are some pretty advanced types of exercises in there. Now, did you find the exercises to be challenging while you were pregnant? And
they were really hard. Like, I know everybody hates chisel balance, but can I just tell you that if you've gained an extra 30 pounds and it all stands out in front of you, it's even harder. I hated chisel balance. A lot of the like step up moves, like on the bench, I did do them, but I had to do them a lot slower, and I had to use a lot lighter weight than I normally would have, because just balance is hard to center. But I didn't really modify too much. I tried to stick with, you know, the way that it was originally formatted as much as I could. So
that's incredible. And so, yeah, I can't even imagine. I'm holding like a 30-pound weight to throw yourself off balance with some of those programs. So did you gain about 30 pounds?
I gained 35 pounds during my whole pregnancy. She's 10 weeks old this weekend. I have lost actually almost 40 pounds. So I'm making my way back into the actual weight loss part. But, you know, 2 weeks after she was born, I was already down 15 pounds. And like I said, I wasn't sore. I didn't have trouble sleeping. None of the normal things that I'm accustomed to after having a baby. So.
Wow. Well, that's way cool. So people, Amber out there, I mean, she was doing many workout programs, getting quite in shape, gets pregnant, and then just still continued her fitness, could have set it on the side. And so for a lot of you out there who may be considering, you first check with your doctor to see if it's okay. But if you're not into, you know, major exercise, you can still exercise, you know, during that. You maybe don't need to do something as extreme as Hammer and Chisel or Insanity, something like that. But we've got something called a 3-week yoga retreat out there now. Even another one, if you like country music, there's one called Country Heat, where you know, it doesn't even seem like you're exercising; you're just kind of moving around to some country music and getting a good workout. So there's some good exercise that you can do out there. And what would you recommend to other people out there who are considering exercising during pregnancy?
I actually would not recommend Hammer and Chisel unless you're like me and you've already been doing different programs for like a year. Another one that I did was Turbo Fire, and I really enjoyed that one because there's not a lot of floor work. Like, I don't like getting up and down off the floor if I can help it. I really enjoyed that one. And I'm trying to go through the programs in my head. Actually, 21 Day Fix is pretty good. There are a few things that you have to modify, but it's not too bad. The 21 Day Yoga Retreat, I would totally recommend at this point. And it kind of depends on what you like. Like, if you like cardio, almost all of our cardio programs have a modifier that's going to make it doable for you. So
that's way cool. And I know that Autumn Calabrese, the lady who does 21 Day Fix, has a workout for pregnant moms.
That is true. I actually did check that out. And there's 3 different workouts. So basically you do the same workout for each term of pregnancy, which personally was a little boring, but I did check it out, and it is a good workout if you're just looking, if you want to add it into your mix, or if you're only looking to do something, you know, every few days or whatever. It's a good one.
Oh, that's cool. Well, Amber, I love the story. Isabel, thanks for coming on here as well. Thanks for sharing that journey. Any final thoughts?
You know, it's totally true what they say. Most of my transformation with Hammer and Chisel was obviously not physical, but it was a huge mental breakthrough for me. Like, it showed me that I'm capable of doing way more than I think I can, even in, you know, difficult circumstances. And it's all in your head. So if you want to do it, just do it. Like, go after it and do it, and accept that some days it's going to be terrible and other days it's not. And that's okay. So
So good. That's a good point, because that's what I shared with Beachbody on my transformation. It wasn't necessarily the transformation. It's a lot of mental things that you accomplish through that program as well. People, get over to Amber's site. I'm going to drop her website here. Check out the thing. She is an awesome coach. She will help you through anything that you need out there. If you're considering, if you're in a situation where even if you're not pregnant, you just want some coaching through a program, guys and gals alike. So Amber, so appreciate you coming on here, and you bet. And everyone out there, so appreciate you coming on and subscribing to this podcast, to sharing this podcast. Please share this with anybody you feel can benefit out there. We really appreciate it. And also appreciate if you get over to iTunes and do a little search for Power Blast Podcast, give a 5-star review. That makes it reachable to a lot more people. And always, always remember, it's never too late. We'll see you next week. Bye.